Good evening, this is Kelly Brooks. This is my self-teaching video on pain management for Becca, who was in our last week's video. Hi Becca, I'm Kelly. I'm going to talk to you today about some things that you can do for pain management when you leave. We're discharging you and you're going to, or originally we're going to be sent home with an ibuprofen prescription, but based on the fact that that makes your stomach upset, your physician has changed that to naproxen. Naproxen also decreases swelling and decreases pain, just like ibuprofen, but has a tendency to not be quite as bad on your stomach. So we're going to send you home with that. You just need to follow the instructions for that. You can basically take it twice a day. So we'll send you home with that. A couple of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about as far as pain management is a lot of times you will end up having a harder time to go to the bathroom after you've had narcotics here in the hospital. Your bowels have a tendency to slow down based on taking narcotics, so you may experience a little bit of a harder time going to the bathroom. You can take stool softener to help with that. You can get Colace pretty much over the counter at any Walmart. If you prefer a more natural method, you can eat 2 to 3 prunes a day. It just makes it easier to go to the bathroom and pass stool. Sometimes, like I said, narcotics make it harder to go to the bathroom. So drinking plenty of fluids, taking a stool softener, and eating a few prunes, at least for the very beginning, should help with that until you get a little more regular. Regular. Another thing that you can use is witch hazel pads. It's an herbal remedy that helps decrease inflammation. Your perineum area is very swollen and tender right now. You may also have a tendency to have hemorrhoids after having a baby. So if you've got hemorrhoids, they'll also help with that. Like I said, it just decreases the swelling and makes it a little bit easier and not quite so painful. You can take witch hazel pads and actually line them up along your pad that you put in your panties, and it'll kind of ease that pain and make it a little more comfortable. When you go to the bathroom and clean yourself, you can use those also to, if you've got some hemorrhoids or if you've got an area that's really hurting, those are a good, thing to use to help ease that pain. Some of the other things that you can do, we've had an ice pack in here for you at different times that you can put on your perineum. You can certainly take that home with you, put ice in it. I use that a couple times a day. Starting tomorrow, you should be able to do a sitz bath. So when you go home, run a couple of inches of warm water, not hot, just tepid, just where you can put your foot in it. It's not too warm, and sit in that for 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day. That kind of decreases the swelling, soothes the aching and inflammation areas. Um, Also helps keep that area clean so that it helps prevent infection. But the main thing is it soothes that area. One of the other things that you can do while you're doing your sitz bath is the relaxation and breathing techniques that we taught you to do during labor. You can also use that as a way of relaxing and trying to get rid of that pain and that painful feeling while you're in the sitz bath. Sit back, close your eyes, take a little bit of a rest, and let that warm water kind of soothe those areas. The other thing that we're going to send you home with is your peri bottle. You can still continue to use that to squirt warm water from the top area of your stitches back towards your rectum. It just soothes it, cleans it, assists with itching and pain. So if your stitches start to get to where they're healing and they're itching a little bit, you can use that peri bottle just to kind of rinse and help soothe everything. Some alternate stuff that you can also do for pain control. We talked about the relaxation and breathing techniques. So if you find yourself hurting, you can sit down, close your eyes, and try those as well. Or get up and walk around a little bit if you've been sitting. Might just need to get things moving a little bit and try to move around. One good thing is to keep your bladder empty. When your bladder is full, it puts a lot of pressure on your uterus and also on all of that tissue right now that is swollen, inflamed, and kind of angry. So the less urine in your bladder, the less pressure on everywhere else. So make sure you try to keep your bladder empty. And another thing that you can do is breastfeeding. Breastfeeding has a tendency to make your uterus contract. That sometimes will cut down on some of the pain as well. So breastfeeding is another way that you can help control that. The main thing we want you to do is just, make sure that you're using all of these things to your advantage. Take your ibuprofen. Make sure you're keeping the area down there that's really inflamed and angry clean. Make sure you use your sit baths if you need to, and some of the other things that we've shown you already to do. If you do experience a lot of pain or, something really starts hurting, then you need to make sure that you call the doctor. Otherwise, just follow those things, and I think you will start feeling a whole lot better. Any questions? Okay, well, thank you very much. Again, this is Kelly Brooks. This is my self-teaching video on pain management for Becca. Thanks.